my friends. It's about midnight, and I was going to be sleeping. But you know, the human mind is a funny thing. And sometimes, when we have some little pain in our body, it will reach out and grasp our mind. And all we can see is that pain, and it grows huge, and it just seems like such a big deal. And this pain in my knee decided to do that to me tonight when I wanted to sleep. But I have a secret weapon. I have you. To talk to. Decided I'd play a little faster drum run tonight because I was going to talk about being slow, and it just seems somehow. You ever see one of those orange triangle things? It's called a slow moving vehicle. by it. So like say down here on 210 where the sign says 60. I said, well, I'm just not going to go any faster than that. This ultimately annoys my fellow man considerably. More women, because they think that sign, I know they think this, you know, I've heard them even say so. They think that sign's the minimum that you're allowed to go. Riding with a one day. Woman I've known a long time and I know to be very smart. We're in traffic. She says to me, or to the air, you know, when you're driving, you don't really worry about people around you as much as you might be other times. She says, they're not even going the speed limit. How dare they? Unfortunately, there are days when I'm one of those people. I do try. Stay up somewhere near whatever that number says. You know, like if it says 60, I try to stay up near 60. But you know, the funny thing, I don't have to tell you, you already know people risk their lives to get in front of somebody who's going the speed limit. The other thing I always wanted was to get a bumper sticker for the back of my car that said, be first in line. Drive the speed limit. But I was afraid somebody would shoot me. Anyway. They'll pass on a hill, they'll pass on a curve, you know, they'll pass blind. They'll look somebody right in the eye and say, you got plenty of shoulder buster, I'm going to pass right in your face, watch you pull off the road. 17 miles away, I'll get stopped at a traffic light, they're the third car up. So it's not that I don't want to get someplace. I'm just not in that big a hurry, that's all. back from you. Is it out of respect for me? If you're going to kill yourself because you're in such a large hurry, you go where I can't see you, and you don't take out anybody else that happens to be around where I am. 'Cause I'll go about as fast as well. I know you want to go faster. But we'll get there pretty soon. So I do. Ask your intelligence for an old slope. And I thank you. Last night I forgot to thank you for being here and listening and visiting with me, and I appreciate it. It distracts me. See, I haven't heard it all now. When I sat down here, first thing I did was tell you when I sat down here that I was in so much pain I couldn't sleep. And I'm sitting here now, I don't have any pain whatsoever. And somewhere between you out there in the land, wherever that camera takes you, and these guitars and this drum machine and that little dog right there, but she was with me already. Somewhere between all you guys, I feel good now. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you being part of this family. And if you enjoy it, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And come back and see me again. Thanks all. Bye-bye.